Welcome back to another first impression, this time for Apocalypse Hotel. We have the synopsis from my anime list. Many years have passed since humanity vanished from Earth, yet the Galaxy Tower Hotel in Ginza, Tokyo continues to operate. At the center of its staff is Yachio, a dedicated hotelier robot, along with other employee robots working tirelessly in various departments. Together they spend what feels like an eternity maintaining the hotel despite having no guests, as they await the return of their owner and the day humanity reappears. Now, a small miracle is about to change everything for Yachio and her robot colleagues. Now, this anime has 12 episodes. It is sci-fi and I would say comedy, and is original, which is interesting. Now, as the synopsis says, we have like a hotel. Humanity left, so there are no humans left, but we have a lot of little robots in this hotel. You see one of them, our main character, Yachio, is the girl who has a girl on her lap. And we see the daily routine, how they have the, or how they try to have the hotel fit to receive guests. So we see the daily routine of them going into every bedroom, cleaning, changing sheets, making sure they all have soap, they all have shampoo, they all have a showering cap, all the shebangs. All the robots have specific tasks. The blue and yellow robot, they are like cleaning robots. You have the robot at the back up here. He is responsible for cleaning or keeping the outside clean. You have a robot for cooking. You have different robots. You even have one for catching flies. And you have our main character, which is Yachio, which is like an all-purpose robot, it seems. She's she's changing the sheets because she's the only real humanoid robot. She is the receptionist, and she's our main focus of the story. Now, why did humanity leave? They left because there was a virus running rampant that primarily affected primates, so apes and humans, and was deadly. And the concentration of that virus got so high that humanity decided, hey, we can't live here, let's leave the planet, go into orbit. So they launched a lot of rockets or go underwater. They made some colonies underwater and wait for the atmosphere to replenish, so the virus to die out, so we can come back. Now it turns out the hotel is already running for like a century and more, and no humans came back. Now what happened? We don't really know. I'm very interested to see what really happened, because the virus ran rampant so quickly. It could be that they rushed the production of these ships, and maybe there was a production fault and a lot of them got destroyed maybe. We don't really know, but we only know no humans came back. Maybe the atmosphere is not clean enough for now, I don't know. But we more or less get to see the daily routine in the hotel, and then we get to receive guests. Those guests are not necessarily human. And that is, it seems like the idea that you have a hotel that is run by robots, that is made for humans, and then receives extraterrestrial guests that are not necessarily compatible with the way a human would live. And that is how we get our little story. So this seems to lean on to like the comedy between different species, and overall was pretty entertaining. Comedy is always hit and miss, but I was never really bored. It was pretty entertaining, the 3 episodes I watched. And They did make sure we get new characters introduced every now and then, so you don't have all the same characters, because the main character is Yachio. All the other ones, mostly you can't understand because they speak robot. So that is very nice. You see a lot of characters on the screen, so you get introduced to those. People gave it a 7.4 on my anime list, and AniList has a 73%. I would say, because I try to gravitate towards an 8 for the shows, because they could always go up after the 3 episodes. I would say this one 8 out of 10. Again, it is surprising. I was never bored. The episodes went by really quickly for me. Always something going on, always entertaining. Definitely would, if you are interested in like sci-fi, maybe a little bit comedy, definitely give it a shot. First 3 episodes doesn't take too long. Now, this is going to be a little bit spoilery, but I do want to, if you want to know what kind of aliens are going to come up, so a little bit spoiler here. The first alien we get to introduce is like a tentacle alien. Alien. So what does it look like? It's like a green alien that has like some kind of little tentacle grippers, and we cannot understand them. They can't understand us. It is very strange because we don't know why they are here. We don't know what they are doing, really. We see what the alien is doing, but we don't really understand what is going on. And, after they paid, they get to leave. And then we get introduced to the second group, which seems to be a mainstay. And that is the little girl on the poster is a part of that. Generally, if you see any humanoid on this poster, that is part of this group. It is a 5-person group, and those 5 person, it's like a father, a mother, 2 kids, and a grandma. And they came, and they are human with a leaf on their head and a big bushy tail, which they are 5 Tanuki, which is okay. We get like Japanese folklore in here, which is interesting. They shapeshift into humans or look like humans, and whenever they get scared a lot, they turn back into their Tanuki form. And that is where we find out that, hospitality has their limits. And, at the end of the 3 episodes, we even convinced some of them to join and work for the hotel. So I don't know I don't feel like there's much going to happen in the show. We probably get introduced to new extraterrestrials, we get like comedic interactions, and then we rinse and repeat for the 12 episodes. Which, again, entertaining enough for me.